by the edge of the sword, all about melees. This is Swords of Sovereignty, Battle of Voringen. So again, all about melees. So we have a good, solid, straight up melee with a lot of the factors that play into melee here. So we have, this is Henry VI activation. He's got some very high quality knights here mounted, some dismounted men-at-arms here, and some mounted knights up here on the high ground. So he's 3 units together with Henry VI are going to melee Godfrey with his fatigued knights here. Alright, it's all about melees. Melee is never obligatory. A melee can occur where opposing units are adjacent. Routed units, out of command units, and artillery units cannot initiate melee, but obviously they defend normally. A unit can be attacked by melee only once during the activation of an enemy leader, phase D. I guess that means only once. That's a little misleading. Do they mean... Well, anyways, I'm going to take it to mean basically a unit can only be attacked by melee once a turn, because there's one phase D. Anyways, that's what I'm going with now. This is a quote-unquote normal melee sequence of steps in a melee. Each melee is resolved and its results applied in the order desired by the attacker, but he must resolve all charges before resolving other melees. He removes the... Oh, I guess I should have put a melee marker, and I'm not sure. Defending unit. Alright, so I'm going to put the melee marker, nice pretty melee marker on Godfrey like that, just for completeness sake. A melee is resolved as follows, so we already specified our attackers and defenders. We would have defensive fire, then offensive fire. We don't have that here. Die roll modifiers. Link to terrain. We do have one for terrain because these knights are meleeing downhill. They are on a level 1 there, which is a rise. This is considered level 1 and level 0. So the defender's on level 0 there. So there's a +1. So we start with a +1. So we're going to go through all of our modifiers. Let's see. Okay, take the combination most advantageous for the defender where there are several attackers and one defender. Now, I guess that means it's not +1 because this is 0 and this is +1. So the best for the defender is 0. Take the combination most advantageous for the defender. Yeah, okay. Guess that's another way of saying to get the height, the elevation bonus, they would all have to be sharing that same advantage. Okay. Arrow modifier is linked to strength ratio. We have, these are combat strengths in the lower left. 2 + 3 is 5 + 3 is 8. 8 to 2 defending. So that's 4 to 1. That is easy. 2 to 1 or higher, so that's +2. So we're back with a positive modifier there too. Alright, link to types of units engaged. Okay, here we have, it's the same. So knights against knights 0, dismounted men-at-arms against knights is 0. So no difference there. So now we go to unit quality. Again, the attackers have the better unit quality because these knights are unit quality 7, defenders are 5, so that's another +1. +3 now. Let's do leaders. Alright, so we have Henry VI with a bonus of 3, Godfrey with a bonus of 1 for +2. That is the difference. Yep, that's significant. So +2, now we're to 5. Otherwise, I think, oh, the defender's fatigue, but I guess that is not. Alright, so I'm going through them. This is not a charge. The attackers are not discouraged. All of the attackers are not discouraged. None of the attackers are discouraged. None of the defenders are discouraged. If all defenders are discouraged, no. Defenders are routed, no. So that's it. So it is +5. That's very, very good anyways. Max plus is +7. They roll a 0. This is also a special result for the leader. So first, 0 + 5 is 5. Ugh, that is bad. The attacker retreats. That's horrible. Alright, I guess we go in order here. That is horrible. Actually, you know, you can retreat forward, so let me move these over here. The attacker retreats. And I think he has to retreat this way. I don't know about turning, though. Well, I guess I don't want to turn. That's a retreat. This is a retreat, and this is a retreat. So attacker retreat. Then we go to F. I now see their defender's already fatigued. I think another fatigue just doesn't have any further effect. But then, oh, I had that backwards. How did I get that? It says the defender retreats. All right. All right, defender retreats. Now the attackers are fatigued. I guess they're all fatigued. Now mandatory advance. Who? I don't know. I mean, does everybody have to advance? What does that mean? Obligatory advance. If several units are participating in melee, the player chooses which of his units will advance. Advance after melee must obey the stacking limit. I guess by advance they just mean like that. All right. So after if the charging unit. No, that's not charge. After a charge. No, advance after melee must obey stacking limits. A leader can advance after combat only if the unit with which it is stacked also advances. The unit that advances after melee can freely change its facing. I don't want to do that. I want to keep the facing they have. So I guess that's it. Now we go to the 0 result. So an unmodified 0 on the melee die roll requires a test for possible wounding, death, or capture of the leader or leaders stacked with the attacking unit. So that's Henry VI. So what do we get? We get a 5. That's nothing. It has to be greater than a 5 to have a result. 0 to 5 is no effect. So that is that. So defender pushed back. Henry VI is also finished. Put a leader activated. Marker on him. Now we got a lot of fatigued units. Need to deal with that. So I need to do those resting. I need to be able to place those resting markers. These ones. I need to be able to place these resting markers and get my. That's a lot of fatigued units there on the line there, which I guess also makes it vulnerable to John I's army.